church will be a beam will be a crab a beam by OsossGh TV so. And then 9th October 2024. And then Wednesday. Now, any video na me no, it's all about Nana Kwambi Diako. And say, you wonder why I said the Biamia campaign and I said me a video about Kwambi Diako, Nana Kwambi Diako. This is the reason. Inipa, and I say, Ubi a wooden sika during COVID, was in the bottom ska, LOD, a morning yama, a nyane, a good calm, at the co-independence squares, Chema amount for, in your BD, free. Ghana was scaphobic, but Ubi by no yaman workers, but we know go to the streets, Independence Square, Chemo and Nisu. Any pam so. What you saying to you? Because me didn't want dance here, even though some may never be about the Oyema amount for no. Say yes. Obi or no hold the ministerial position be, and also government be appointing to any position. No one to me in Sika. Call Nabushi of Uncle Betty in Sika na mama during that time, but or the Sika near day a boa for floor. To tone you and any other addict chairman Fuska. Scaffoldry or Hanum. Now the Abraham and tell me a video no. Oh, now any puppy say. Any power yet, and what you must see, and I do you see. No castle obey president. Me during that time, I'm who said there is something in this man. It can be a president. During that time, now I'm trying no comment session. Then time no. So be here in the comment section on my be channel needing say you can be a president someday. And it's true to my words, no. Abem. What you say? Nipa said you be no. A dawanimu channel. A yampa. Adoye ye no. Ain't now baby you could be no. A man for budget so ye. Nana Kwambi Diako, Nana Kwambi Diako, you bet 2 months. What you say? Nipa said you be a dawanima head. Then aside that, you know, we're in a running mates. Dr. MARYAM ESAKA KRIESE. What you say? Now I wonder say where was the media houses? Media houses now during demonstration. No money na go as content, you know. So that time I unveiling the running mates, you know. Where were they? And I'm the no here. Oh, Ghana. Nipe ya dia. Yes, nipa the offer.
As the Ashanti region, whilst we are on the tour to
demonstration, no more time cameras. It will be a copy content. Content which and content be ana. But I'm here video no. Abra unveiling. Ne running mates. On in the Boma Juma campaign. I have Ghana for a better banana massively. No be president, you know.
we will witness
What you say?
the vice president.
How you OsossGh TV so Mr. Catch us anytime be on home video no. E man in your
This particular
try so be subscribe, be comment, no share. I'm half from so day. Enye bi ahwe.
I would still manage to come and overcome the challenge and make the best out of this. Today is a very special day for me. As you all know, when we started this movement, sometime 7th November last year, a lot of people had their doubts. For the youth of this country have stood behind me and believed in the vision. They have, of course, followed my dream, my vision that this country needs a change in leadership, a change in governance, a change in development, a change for Ghana and the people.
Vice presidential unveiling no. Abra unveiling the vice the running mate no. Never comment and answer statement or issue. Na me the me answer media houses no. Obi no a nipa for pe ene call over all the content creators in Ghana no. About 4 or 5 ene call na we kaya MPP ni NDC na ye campaign and I say release press statement and I saw unveiling the running mate ka be media house for be drew on media houses bank be doing content creators be ko ho Ghana obi ya de pa mom ye piano ninja ne say we de on sem fatana de on waye no na kwan be di akwan ye no e chen de political party bi aye hayo OsossGh TV so mesro share video yi mame share comment na subscribe na nkọ akiri na amanfo nso nye de enye bi nhwe.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am very honored to introduce to you a powerhouse of expertise and leadership. With over 2 decades of remarkable contributions in finance, academia, and public service. As senior manager at the Securities and Exchange Commission, she helped shape the nation's financial landscape through strategic oversight of investments, licensing of capital market operators, and the development of critical regulations. Her role in training market operators and educating investors places her at the forefront of financial development. With academic papers written on macroeconomics and finance in emerging market economies, financial access and economic development, exchange rate forecasting in the West African Monetary Zone, just to mention a few, it is safe to say that she is a finance colossus. The incoming VIP commands a global perspective on finance, underscored by her participation in international conferences from Singapore to South Africa. Whether it's reshaping policies, advancing financial education, or contributing to
So, are you ready, Ghana? Well, let's unveil the first of the new 6 and the second to be unveiled from the new force. Ghana, help me welcome Mrs. Dr. MARYAM ESAKA KRIESE.
Okay, good evening, Your Excellency, our presidential candidate, Nana Kwame Bediako, honorable members of the new force, distinguished guests, fellow citizens and friends. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I stand before you today with profound humility, immense gratitude, and a strong sense of duty as I accept the nomination as the vice presidential candidate of the new force for the upcoming elections. This nomination is more than just an honor. It is a responsibility I accept on behalf of all Ghanaians who are yearning for real change, for a future built on hope, and for a leadership that works for all. To our presidential candidate, Nana Kwame Bediako, I want to express my deepest appreciation for your confidence in me. Your leadership, bold vision, and passion for the future of our country are truly inspiring, and I'm deeply honored to join you on this journey. Together, we will embark on a journey of transformation, and I'm humbled to stand by your side as we bring forth the change our people desperately need. To the members of the new force, I'm honored to be part of this movement. You represent the collective will of Ghanaians seeking new leadership, one that can deliver real results and not just promises. This nomination is not just about me, who stands before you. It is about the collective mission we have embraced to bring transformation to our nation. It is about a shared mission to restore hope, rebuild our economy, and renew our nation. Fellow Ghanaians, we find ourselves at a critical point in our nation's economy and history. Our economy remains fragile. The Ghanaian cedi continues to depreciate and has lost more than 50% of its value against major international currencies in recent years, fueling inflation, draining our foreign reserves, and further compounding the economic crisis. Today, Ghanaians are struggling to make ends meet as prices of everyday goods have skyrocketed and businesses are grappling with higher costs and fewer opportunities. We cannot talk about the state of our economy without addressing the government's inability to manage public finances effectively. Fiscal deficits continue to widen, driven by excessive public spending and inadequate revenue generation. Ghana's tax-to-GDP ratio remains far below the regional average, a clear sign of weak fiscal governance. Corruption and poor fiscal management have become the norm, allowing for the accumulation of arrears, even while efforts to clear previous ones falter. Today, our debt-to-GDP ratio has skyrocketed to over 70%, putting immense pressure on our future and that of generations to come. All these have culminated to investors and our poor pensioners being subjected to the domestic debt exchange program to restructure 137 billion Ghana cedis of domestic debt, which has done more harm than good. Fiscal uncertainty, loss of confidence in the government, our capital markets, and the banking sector. the Bank of Ghana has been forced to raise interest rates to 27% as inflation continues to spiral out of control. Inflation has consistently exceeded the central bank's target range of 6% to 10% and is eroding the livelihoods of everyday Ghanaians. Utility prices are rising, businesses are struggling, and citizens are losing hope. The high interest for our nation. Thank you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Is off. We should be waiting for the third one. And every time we unveil a mask, we bring a new opportunity, a new face, a new force, a new strength from this universe. This country can only be built by us. Why so? Because it's for us. I want to use this very moment to congratulate Dr. MARYAM for delivering such a great speech. And I know we've all heard that our vision is to transform this nation, is to build this nation again. Our industrialization would have to industrialize the people of this country. There are no jobs, but of course we can create it because we have the reserves. We have the grounds. In the past, we have given what belongs to us to foreigners. Our political principles have been governed by foreign influence. Today, the new force is reinventing a brand new leadership. A leadership that doesn't have to listen to the foreign entities before we decide. A leadership that serves their people. A leadership that will provide jobs for the average Ghanaian is needed. And a leadership that builds an economic stability, create economic prosperity, and bring a balance in a system that Ghana needs. Ghana is the star of Africa, and we have to stand behind Ghana. We have to work on behalf of Ghana to show the world that Ghana is a chosen country for Africa. And that's what we're here to do. I'd like to congratulate my team, the New Force team, my mom, my family, my wife, and all the members of New Force. I know you're not seen, but sooner than later, they will witness the history. I'll leave the rest to the history to tell it itself. Thank you very much, Ghana. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Thank you.
We thank you very much for making time this evening to witness this second unveiling of the new force. Of course, if the president incoming had not introduced indirectly his wife, I would have done that before we leave here, and I'll still do it. Let's give a round of applause to the incoming First Lady. And of course, to the relatives of Nana Kwame Bediako, and also members of the New Force who have been very supportive. His elder sister is here. Let's give her a round of applause. Two nephews are here. Can we see you wave? His brother Nana Kwame is here.